Stop provoking the very things you say you want to avoid. Hi, I'm Nordine Zouareg, and in this short video, I will be sharing with you a powerful tool to avoid unnecessary conflict or unnecessary anger and frustration. You know, it's fascinating to think that most of us, if not everyone on this planet, is yearning for three things: love, health, and happiness. Love, health, and happiness. But yet most are provoking the things that are going to hinder from obtaining love, health, and happiness. Things that are going against those three things. Why is that? Most of us put ourselves in what I call a reactive mode. Whenever something is said to us or something is done to us that we perceive as threat, we immediately go there in that reactive mode. I wrote about this phenomenon in my book, Inner Fitness, and I'm going to read you something about the 90-second emotional loop. It's a concept that Jill Bolte Taylor, a brain scientist and best-selling author of My Stroke of Insight, eloquently describes. So I'm going to read a part of the segment that I have written in my book, Inner Fitness. Jill Bolte Taylor, a brain scientist and best-selling author of My Stroke of Insight, explains in her book that when one reacts to something in their environment, there's a 90-second chemical process that takes place in the body. After that, any remaining emotional response is just the person choosing to stay in that emotional loop. In other words, you choose to remain frustrated or angry. Something happens in the external world that triggers chemicals to flush through the body, which puts it on full alert. For those chemicals to flush out of the body, it takes less than 90 seconds. So, during that time, you can watch and feel the process happening, you can feed it, and then you can watch it go away. After that, if you continue to feel fear, anxiety, anger, etc., you can actively choose different thoughts from the ones that are recreating the circuitry, resulting in your experiencing the physiological response over and over again. So, how to effectively use this 90-second loop? Well, I write, surrender to the immediate feeling by allowing yourself to experience it. In other words, go with it. Don't repress it. Acknowledge it without owning it. It is going to happen anyway, or either way. However, now you know you have 90 seconds to divert your attention to a more positive and relaxing focus while your immediate physical response runs its course. In other words, distract it and do something more positive. Switch your thoughts and let the physiological phenomena to happen. You have 90 seconds to switch your thinking. A powerful way that works for me is to take deep, slow breaths as I allow myself to connect to the present moment. But you can find your own diversion technique. Do whatever you can to get through the emotion. Count, step up and down, do push-ups for 90 seconds, whatever. You can also use a mantra such as, I have more than enough time to focus and relax. So, this is a great and powerful tool to divert your thoughts from that reactive mode and create unnecessary suffering and pain, not only to yourself, but to people around you. And that's what I meant by you're provoking the very things you say you want to avoid. You want to avoid being angry. You want to avoid being frustrated. Those are the things you say you want to avoid. So why are you provoking them in the first place? We know that it's a normal, natural reaction, but you can outsmart it. You can outsmart your brain. Yeah, go with the feeling. If you're in it, if you're aware that you are actually going to do this, I love meditation because meditation helps us create that, state of awareness. Okay, we are aware. For example, if you are thinking about something and you are aware that is going to not only create negativity, awareness allows you to step away from actually going with a thought and experiencing what is going to come after that thought, which is the reaction. Awareness is a great way to avoid provoking negativity or anger, frustration. How do we obtain, or how do we build and create awareness? Meditation. Meditation is one of the greatest tools to do that. But if you are catching yourself already in that 90-second loop, do just what I explained earlier. Divert your thought and let the process, the physiological response, take place. If you're already in that reactive mode, understand that you have 90 seconds to get yourself out of it. 90 seconds to get yourself out of it. In other words, you can get out of the house or wherever you are and scream your lungs out and come back in. Don't recreate the experience. Let's hope that this method or this tool is going to help you stop provoking the very things you say you want to avoid. Please like, subscribe, and also please visit my website at nordinezouareg.com. nordinezouareg.com. Thank you for watching.